Hi, I'm Tazkia, 26 years old, unmarried and still living with my parents. I'm the eldest of four. I've got a 16-year-old sister and two younger brothers, 11 and 9 years old. For work, I actually run my own little cake business from home. And unlike most people, my day off is not on the weekend. It's every Tuesday, so my schedule looks a little different from everyone else. On this channel, I want to show you what everyday life really looks like as an ordinary woman here in Indonesia. I'm not poor, but I'm not rich either. Just living a normal, simple life. So here, I'll be sharing the little moments where I try to enjoy life, appreciate what I have, and just be grateful for it all. Today is my day off, so I'm going out with my younger sister. I spend most of my days at home, and I usually only go out about once a month. I actually prefer eating at home because it's more comfortable and, of course, much cheaper. But this time I wanted to try something new and spend some quality time with her. We're heading to a cafe. On the way there, we came across some flower shops. The flowers were so beautiful. We then walked down this little path to the cafe. I thought the place was really unique, surrounded by lots of greenery and located right beside a small stream.
Yeah.
I got a few things to eat and everything came to $4.94 in total. I'm sharing all of this with my sister. She actually said she was already full because she had rice at school, so we decided not to get any rice. We got some donuts, fried wontons, and chicken noodles instead. In Indonesia, we actually consider this more like snacks because there's no rice. In Indonesia, going to a cafe can be an activity in itself, not just a quick coffee run. We go there to hang out, take pictures, work, eat, and sometimes spend hours just talking. Cafes here can almost feel like a second living room, a place where we can slow down and spend time away from home. And of course, the photo culture is real too. Taking flat lights, OOTD shots, and random candid photos is often part of the experience. And these days, food has become just as important as coffee. A lot of cafes serve proper filling meals so you can easily spend a few hours there, having lunch, getting a drink, talking with friends, and just enjoying the atmosphere. I think that's what makes cafe culture in Indonesia quite interesting. We don't always go to a cafe because we need coffee. Sometimes we just need somewhere to be. The donut was actually pretty good and it had some sugar on top. But personally, I prefer savory food. I really like these fried wontons because of the texture, and dipping them in chili oil made them taste even better. Next up is the chicken noodles. I'm pouring the soup into the bowl of noodle first. I really like the chewy texture of the noodles. There is also some chicken that's already been cut into pieces, and this bowl of noodles was only $1.29. I added some chili oil into the bowl to give the noodles a bit of a spicy kick. Personally, I think it just tastes better with a little spice. Most Indonesians tend to love spicy food anyway. It's almost part of our food culture. Chili sauce or sambal is basically a staple on every table. Without a bit of heat, a meal can feel like something's missing. For the drink, I went with milk tea. It tasted good and refreshing, but the glass was way too big. Usually, I actually prefer drinking plain water after a meal. It is healthier and has no added sugar. After we finished our meal, we headed home. Wearing a helmet is mandatory here, and we rode home on a motorbike. It wasn't too far, around 15 minutes, and we be home. Traffic here isn't too bad. Once it gets dark, the jams usually happen around 5 p.m. when people are getting off work or on weekend nights. The next day, I'm planning to visit my own house. It's about a 30-minute drive from my parents' place. But before that, I need to pick up my brothers. School usually ends at 2, but today one of my brothers has chess club. My other brother has scout practice after school, so they won't be done until around 5. Along the way, we could see a lot of flags put up in front of houses, red and white. This August, on the 17th, we are celebrating Indonesia's Independence Day. We arrived at my brother's school. It's a primary school, and red and white flags were put up here too. Tuition here costs about $17 a month. After that, we headed to my house. I booked last year with a loan. So yeah, I'm in debt to own this house. And honestly, it was a pretty bold move on my part. Here's the backstory. Before I bought this house, I actually helped pay off my parents' debt, which we fully cleared in 2023. Then in 2025, on my mom's advice, I took out a loan using my parents' house as collateral. She believed I could own this house and pay off the debt myself. Honestly, I wasn't sure I could pull it off, but either way, it's already happened. The house cost about $23,000 and it's 6 by 12 meters. Not big, but what I love most about it is the view right in front. My income isn't stable, but so far, God has always provided just enough for me to make the monthly payments, and I'm still figuring out how to pay off this debt on time. I believe that as long as I keep trying, it will pay off eventually. And I really hope I can settle it as soon as possible. For now, the house is still empty. I'm planning to rent it out since I still live with my parents myself. Earlier, my mom bought some bakso, and we brought it over from home. My siblings seemed to really enjoy it. They were eating it so eagerly. Eating bakso in front of the house while taking in the pollution-free view was so calming, and we love every bit of it. Right now, it's the dry season here. So the plants are not as green as they were in the past few months. They look a bit yellowish. My brothers are flying kites right now. They always do this whenever they come here, since the house is up in the highlands, so the wind is just right for it. The younger one is way better at flying kites, while the other brother is not as skilled. Whenever the older one tries to have a go, the younger one gets upset since it's his kite. But in the end, he lets his brother play with it anyway. They are only 2 years apart, and they fight almost every day. But they make up just as fast. That's just how kids are. It was starting to get dark, so we headed home to rest. The next day, I had some cake orders, but since I was out of some ingredients, I headed to the baking supply store. So, in Indonesia, plastic prices have gone up a lot over the past few months, which means you're encouraged to bring your own reusable bag when shopping. I forgot mine today, so I ended up getting charged 600 rupiah for a plastic bag. This cake is an order from a husband for his wife. It has a few character toppers. There's one character with the number 27 shooting at another character with the number 26. So cute, right? This cake costs $10.77, and for delivery it's $1.96. I use Gojek for that. Gojek is popular ride-hailing and delivery app here in Indonesia, kind of like Grab or Uber, but it also offers food and package delivery services. This cake is K-pop Demon Hunter's theme. My customer requested the character Mira for this one. It was ordered by a mom for her daughter's 4th birthday, and she came to pick it up herself. Time for a quick break to eat and recharge my energy. I'm having fried rice with chicken. You know, as Asians, we grew up not wasting food, so this fried rice is actually made from yesterday's leftover rice, and it turned out really tasty. Besides baking, I actually have a little side hustle too. I make customized blind box like this, and the main material I use is clay. This customer's from Jakarta, and she ordered 2 plain boxes for this one. Here's the box design I've created. I do all the editing in Canva, then print it out. I will show you the final result in the next video. That wraps up this video. I really wanted to keep this vlog as real and ordinary as possible. I hope it's helpful for you, and hopefully it inspires you in some way too. Thank you so much for watching.